There is a query and there's an aspect, say for example, we know that the real estate itself as a sector has opened up and it has also seen a boom. And when any business enterprise decides to go and do business in Vietnam or any other foreign country, it's like getting implanted there, getting the ground. And I believe because for the outsiders who don't know how the new territory or the new world works, there might be certain concerns. So one is with regard to the real estate, because I believe one can have the ownership of the apartment but can't have the ownership of the land. And similarly, in any housing society, there is also limitations of how many foreigners can come and stay. But how has been your personal experience over past? Because we have got certain queries. Okay, there are so ifs and buts in terms of the regulations, how to follow. So how it has been over the past 5 years, if I may ask, and you may give people a glimpse into that aspect.
No, I can just tell you in Ho Chi Minh City, it's a mega city, having a population of perhaps more than 1.5 crores. And the area where I'm staying, I think not only I am meeting more Vietnamese friends, but lots of expats. And I can also tell that in Delhi, we may not have so many expats, frankly. Delhi, except diplomats, I don't think we have so many foreign companies or foreign executives here. But here, every point, and they have so much, so well gelled together. I meet honorary consuls who are here for last 40 years, literally last 40 years. And they have seen Vietnam 1980 onwards. And they just tell me only one word: fantastic, mother, fantastic. Our experience is fantastic. And about property, you see, these are things which, again, here they give you long term. I have never seen or had a murmur from any businessman who have raised this point. And this is something related to Myanmar also, where I had worked for 5.5 years. Myanmar government also gives you either 35 years lease or 70 years of lease. I'm sure in Vietnam also it is something same kind of things. Although I don't have so much clarity, I can send you. But from business point of view, I don't think that one needs a property of 200 years actually. You have to come, you get the best school, you keep your children here. People used to go a little bit away from Ho Chi Minh City, which are little cheaper than Ho Chi Minh City. But again, as I told you, the infrastructure is so fantastic. Within 5 hours, I used to touch 600 kilometers up to central Vietnam. The roads are so fantastic, so nice. So I don't...
Yeah, great. Thank you so much, Dr. Sethi. So for all of you who had been quite in dilemma, how culturally and how as far as the cultural acceptability is concerned, getting the roots there to set up, because you are setting up the business, you are growing up, you need a place. So now Dr. Sethi has put all your apprehensions to rest. On to you. Thank you so much, sir. On to you, Vishwas.
Thank you so much, Rajat. So, Dr. Sethi, thank you so much for your speech as well. Well, I think I totally agree with Dr. Sethi that in Vietnam, the Vietnamese have, I mean, they are very sweet, very welcoming people. I've been here for almost like close to 4 years now. And for me, it's feel like a home. And I would say Vietnam is like a mini India. People are also follow Indian movies, so Indian serials here, but with subtitles. And also we have Vietnamese very very helping in nature as well. Also, to answer the question of real estate, I think foreigners can own property here, but under only the leasehold. Foreigners are not allowed to own a land, but the lease can be easily renewed. And we have plethora of options especially Ho Chi Minh is one of the growing city in Vietnam in terms of the real estate. And I think one more thing that Vietnam also has a solid GDP. In fact, for the last quarter, Vietnam had around GDP of around 4.48%, which is like a huge thing. And Vietnam is expecting to grow this year by 6.5%, which is going to be one of the highest GDP in the entire region.